doubled. We're having some audio technical issues, so I appreciate everybody bearing with us. But like I said, just introducing everybody. You got Marc from Good Morning Guys, Caleb as Spacehawk fame, Jaye, you got Tolkien Asian, and of course the indubitable Cross, the master of ceremonies, the DM himself. So this is session 4 of Chronicles of Andriesia, believe it or not. And we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last week. We were instructed by the guards of Andriesia to infiltrate said mining layer. And we found out that not everything is as it seems. So, Cross, do you want to take it away, man?
Yes, so in our last session, we picked up right from where we left off. Our heroes had battered through the Twilight Forest and were at the opening of the encampment for the bandits that was underground. After battling their way through there, working out a puzzle that had left some painful marks on some of them. It required a little bit of thinking and caused one of our heroes to actually drop and start rolling for death saves. They managed to come across the set of bandits and found out things weren't quite what they seemed. After a very peed off arrow decided to blast one of them through the head.
And then I started blasting.
Started demanding.
I just came in and blasted.
Started demanding to be taken to go and speak to their leader. They found out their leader was actually an elderly goblin couple running a shanty town called Amalga, made up of all the lesser creatures that weren't able to get into Union City and that were basically did the job of attacking Union City with the promise of getting food because everyone there was starving. And this was a letter that they'd received requesting them to do this. Actually came from a religious group in Union City itself, the Meek Ones. And the hint is towards them. They were the ones that set up the whole thing. And our heroes, after a very intense standoff where Arrow was about to kill one of the leaders with his sword at their throat, that left all of our other heroes with their weapons drawn on Arrow. They got the full backstory and settled into staying overnight at Amalga. Talks of helping them out, working on stuff in the city for them. Kind of a little bit of a... Not really a party or a celebration because they were starving, but kind of trying raising the spirits of the people. So we left off with that and everyone kind of just chilling out and probably shortly after that heading to bed. And
before we are we still setting me and Aries still sitting out? Because I have something if we could pick up from there. I have something.
Yeah. So we left off last time. Arrow, after his very angry, very intense, almost beheading of Rix the Goblin, the head of the shantytown, and finding out what was actually going on down there, and he kind of went off to calm down, and the rivalry that had ensued between him and Aries, the Tabaxi, throughout the whole thing, fighting over Droghar and who he belonged to, kind of delved into some mutual respect as Aries brought a drink to Arrow as he was sitting on the outskirts of the city. So we will pick right up there with those two characters, and I'll hand over to Arrow.
Aries.
Hmm?
I know you're very apprehensive about Droghar joining the crew, and look, obviously we don't really get along that well. I get it. You get it. I think we have that mutual respect, but I do want to let you know that you're welcome too. It's not just him. If he does decide to come, you have a place as well.
Are you sure about that? Because
not really, because I don't really like you. But having an extra creature on the ship helping me with a very important task doesn't hurt. especially one of your cunning.
Hmm.
We also have a pretty nice crow's nest, so you would love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, as nice as that sounds, I don't know. Because I don't think I could do it.
I just wanted to put that out there. You both decide what you would like to do. But as I spoke with the Droghar, it's not for a selfish. Well, it is kind of for a selfish purpose. I need him, Aries, and not for reasons that you. I need a big brute on my ship. I need him, but I also need help. And he kind of stares out, and he takes a sip. There's someone that I need help dealing with, and I can't do it alone. My crew they're not capable of helping. In fact, all of you.
Anyone could see that.
Yeah, they're morons. Oh my gosh, they're so stupid. But honestly, I could use all of your help. But we'll discuss that later. More importantly, we have to deal with this situation, and honestly, I'm scared because I killed one of theirs. How are they going to look at me?
Look, I've killed for lesser morals than what you showed. Anyone can make a mistake. It's about moving forward. You keep going on.
I hope so.
And as for Droghar, I need him too. And then at that, I just kind of put my cloak up and just kind of get up and just start kind of walking away.
I'll sit for a second and take another, down the rest of what's in my cup, and I'll get up and kind of put my hat down and walk, just kind of follow. Like, I guess towards, I'm assuming, are you going in any direction, like back to Nyx's house?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Yeah,
I'm just
I'll head
headed
that
back
way.
towards the center again.
But I'll kind of like keep my hat kind of low and like my jacket kind of up so people aren't really seeing my face.
Okay, so the two of you head back into Amalga and back into the gathering of people that's pretty much like risen up. Like there's people all over, kind of after not only new faces showing up, but the situation that occurred. Like everyone's kind of still mulling about. As we wrap up this evening in Amalga, because it is fairly late at this point, is there anything anyone wants to do this evening, particularly?
If no one has anything, I don't want to. If anybody has anything, go for it first, and then I'll do my thing.
All I was gonna do was just kind of, I see like a group of like the younglings, and I'm just starting to do like little firework parlor tricks with my cantrip, just like just kind of interacting with them a little bit.
Yeah, so you see the kids kind of still running around. They're kind of hiding away after, the scarcity that's been going on. But they're kind of starting to mull about again as Rix and Teal have kind of given them permission of, like, it's okay. Like, these newcomers are okay even after what happened. And Aries kind of starts doing stuff to kind of entertain them and just a few different cantrips, playing a little bit on your pan flute just to kind of...
Mm-hmm.
Just get their, give them something entertaining to do rather than focus on what's happened.
Right.
And the kids are all loving it. They're all just absolutely just getting involved in it, dancing, running around, playing. They're having a great time with it.
I think Droghar is just going to wander the shantytown.
Drogar's going to wander in the shantytown. Do you looking for anything in particular, or
I'm
just...
just trying to clear my head. I'm kind of absent-mindedly just walking, milling about. with obviously my mug in my hand.
That's dangerous.
Well, apparently not, because last time he started doing this, he started like rolling better than ever. So like apparently
Well,
the
that's
drunker he
true.
gets, the better condition he's in. So
He's looking for any animal life whatsoever, other than bipedal ones that are talking.
So he's looking around for animal life. You don't really see much in here. Like from the echoes of the cave that you're in, like off into the deeper parts of the cave, like at the other side of the shantytown, you can hear noises of like creatures that, as the caves keep going, that live in the dark and live in the tunnels and stuff. But in terms of the actual town itself, there's nothing. Anything that's animal-like here, or anything that would be a kept creature here, was killed a long time ago for food.
Is there any like I know we're underground, so I'm assuming no, but is there any like grass or flowers or anything of that sort down here?
Under the ground, you won't get many plants or many stuff underground. Like there's not like any of the usual plants you would see. There are a few little plants that grow. A couple of that you'll see are like almost like bioluminescent kind of plants that have a little almost glow to them.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, that's a lot of like as you look up, that's a lot of the stuff that you'll see. Like above you in the cave is kind of providing a bit of a light, and in certain parts of the cave, if it gets higher, it almost gives the appearance of like stars above you.
Okay, so
but it's actually like them. But like those are kind of the only real plants growing in this area. There's not really much room for much else down here. It's too far underground for anything else to really grow.
So I find like a clearing, or as big of a clearing as I can, and I kind of sit on the ground, and I put my arms behind me, kind of leaning back on my arms, looking up, and I'm kind of playing in the dirt, and I grab a huge handful of dirt, and I'm kind of like talking to it a little bit, like muttering. Like anybody that's around me would not understand what I'm saying, or wouldn't really hear what I'm saying, but I'm kind of just muttering to the earth. And then, in frustration, I just kind of throw it off to the side, and I lean back on my arms again, and I look up at the stars, so to speak, in the sky.
Awesome. Were you just speaking to the dirt, or are you trying to do anything, or are you practicing like any druid incantation style stuff? Or?
There was one druidic incantation that I remembered from my time with the elves, the druid sect that I had stayed with for a while, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was really trying to recall everything that I had learned, or that one thing that I had learned, and it's just not working, and I'm just getting frustrated because I'm trying to take my mind off of everything that just happened.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think that's what a lot of people are kind of at this point. Like it's been a very long, high intense day for all of you. For a number of reasons, between like the day before, coming off of the going through the woods and the owlbear attack, from the puzzle room and fighting off the armor, from Aries dropping, from the whole back and forth with Aries and Arrow and you stuck in the middle, all this different stuff, everyone, to the confrontation that came at Amalga. It's all kind of just came to a head. So I think like most people around the city are just kind of, they're just enjoying the breath of peace for the moment and just like settling into that.
I think Minnich, he's kind of acting a little kind of frantic and on edge, and so he immediately starts looking for all these like bits and pieces of debris, and that he's dusting it off and everything like that, and he kind of puts it and stacks it all together so it essentially becomes a chair or a stool, something to sit on. And so he sits down and he takes out the wrath, the thing that looks like a D20, but it's more spiky in nature, but it's got all the runic symbols on it. And he starts allowing that to levitate, and he's just kind of staring into it, and you just watch as his face goes from this anxious and just kind of numbs and relaxes, and that's where he remains there.
Minnich just takes that time just to kind of recenter himself after the craziness of the day. Just zoning in. You see some of the townspeople kind of going past, kind of like staring over, not really sure what you're up to, but most of them still kind of stay back. A lot of them are still kind of unsure about you guys. Rightly so, with the way y'all came into the town and the conditions you came in. A lot of them are still very standoffish. But you just kind of leave you just kind of like zoning into yourself and just kind of recentering. But you just kind of leave you just kind of.
I know we kind of mentioned it, but where would you say around here that I could possibly find members of a crew? Where would I be able to go to maybe speak with a few folks to see if I can recruit, as you may?
There's not a lot of folk we've got left that would be fighting fit enough to be on any sort of crew, and there might be a few. Let me ask around and see if I can find some names for you, and by tomorrow I'll see if I can bring some folks along to see if they're able to or willing to come along and be part of your crew.
Okay.
There are a few kind of fellas that might be interested in it. As I've said previously, obviously, a lot of our, people at that sort of age and condition that can stand with a pirate crew would really have already either went off or been killed, unfortunately. But there may be a few left. Let me see who I can find.
Whoever, I could use a couple of new crew members, even if it's cooking in the galley. I can always promote one of my total crewmate. But I, whoever would be available.
No,
okay.
Absolutely. And as I said before, I appreciate the offer. Many here would jump at the opportunity if they were able to, for a chance at work, a chance of some sort of life out of this place. So I appreciate the offer, even for a few of them, to get freedom from here.
True, alas. I want to leave, and I want to go try to find Droghar.
Okay. So you head off, and Rex heads off to go and try and look into some of your pirate crew. You wander off through the city and go to try and find where Droghar is.
Okay.
Give me... Droghar, are you trying to stay hidden, or are you okay being found?
I don't really want to talk to anyone at the moment.
Alright.
Sorry.
He's not really looking to be
Sorry,
found,
Errol.
so...
Oh, I'm gonna find you, bro. See you like down. I'm gonna finish the job.
It's like rude.
Give me...
No one wants to hurt feelings.
Arrow, give me an investigation check.
Okay. It's
Please, yeah.
trust me, knowing my roles, I probably won't find you. Let's see if I'm right. 14.
Love a booty.
Get found.
Droghar,
What?
roll me a stealth check.
Dude. Gosh.
Uh-oh.
I got a 15.
Oh.
You wander through the streets trying to find Droghar, but unfortunately, you can't seem to find where the big guys went to. He's nowhere to be seen in the city, and you can't really see out far beyond the city, and you're a bit apprehensive about wandering out too far, just in case, because you've already ran across quite a bit in this cave. Just because you found this little town doesn't mean it's safe out there.
Dang, I
So-
wanted to drink a little bit. Oh well, I'll go back.
So you head back. If there's nothing else that anyone's wanting to do this evening, the night kind of starts to wind down. People start to kind of, the kids start to get shuffled back into the houses way past their bedtime at this point. And folks start to shut up their houses and shut up shops for this evening. Everyone starts to kind of quiet down. You guys get escorted, Rix and Teal, to escort all of you to the house that was prepared, kind of house, when I say prepared, I mean literally was essentially built for you guys. It was literally just like, like sheet metal that's just been brought over and put into a kind of thing with some bedding put down for you, which is like the equivalent of the rest of the houses here, but it's been put together for you guys to have somewhere to stay. Bit extra sheet metal has been put into it to make sure Droghar can fit, and actually fits inside the building. And if that's it for this evening, you all kind of turn it in for tonight.
Okay.
Nice. Long
For-
rest.
Long rest.
So yes, to answer your question, Mark, we do a long rest. I might have.
As you all turn in for this evening, I would like you all to look at your sheets and tell me what your... Should I get the right one here? What your passive wisdom and passive intelligence are under your senses.
15 for me.
15.
What is wisdom, and then passive intelligence is a 9.
Okay, what type of passive wisdom? I have 2.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking for perception and... We'll go for perception and insight. It should be a similar number, unless you've got one that's got a specific boost. Let me put it simply this way. On those numbers, does anyone meet or beat a 15?
No.
No.
Arrows does, right? Arrow, you said yours was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Arrows does. Arrow got a 15. So it's kind of the DC I was looking for this. So Arrow, in one of the few nights where he's not absolutely blitzed out his mind.
Because I couldn't find the guy with the cup.
And his perception...
Is that all I'm good for?
The dream that he's about to have is some sort of experience that you all have, but none of you ever remember it. Arrow is going to be the one that remembers his, so I'm going to go into Arrow's dream. With his passive perception, he remembers the dreams better than most. Arrow wakes up, or he feels like he wakes up. It's like waking up into a new life. He has found himself having passed out on a very nice looking sofa chair in a very nice office. He's not dressed as a pirate captain. Instead, he's actually in a very nice, very well tailored suit. 3-piece suit, jackets off over one of the chairs at a table, over at the other side of the room. Sleeves are unbuttoned and rolled up. And as he awakes, he goes over, takes his jacket, puts it on, walks out of the office that in the memories hit him back of like, this is his office. This is his place. And as he walks out, it's very much a club, very similar to Soraya's bar in Union City, except this is definitely not as high class as Soraya's bar. Let me put it that way. This is a very low level establishment. A very rundown place. As he wanders around, you see people kind of looking over to him and nodding towards him in approval, and he nods back. And he goes to sit at the VIP section in the club. And over to stand beside him at his table is his ever loyal, ever present Goliath bodyguard that is always with him. Arrow has had this dream before. Arrow has seen this club before in his dreams. Arrow has seen this Goliath stand next to him every single time he dreams this dream, specifically. But for the first time, he recognizes the face of the Goliath. It looks like Droghar. And as the evening continues, it becomes very clear to Arrow that he's the owner of this establishment. He runs this club. And it's your typical kind of rundown place. Like, people come in and ask for favors. People come in to do drug deals. People come in to do the worst of the worst here, and he basically runs this club and runs this area. As the memories start to come back to Arrow while he's living this life, like, he looks at Droghar, who the memories start to flood back. This is his right-hand man. This is the man that's always been by his side. It's always been his protector, that's saved his life on numerous occasions, that has stood by his side and has even taken a bullet for him, essentially, or, well, an arrow. Occasionally bullets flying here, but very few. As Arrow thinks about that, he looks down and pulls his jacket aside and realizes he's also wearing a gun holster underneath his suit that holds a pepper box in it. That gun, as a pirate captain, he has become absolutely terrified is going to be his end, is actually his weapon in this club. And with all the different deals going on, all of a sudden, the night's been running fine, and then all of a sudden there's chaos. As someone has tried to come in, snatch money, and run. And the bouncers jump on them. And as they're bringing them over, literally dragging them, a bouncer on each arm across the floor, Arrow doesn't even look mad. He just looks irritated and annoyed. Stretches off his neck and stands up. Droghar says to him, "Boss, I can take care of this. You don't need to." He's like, "No, you have to send a message, Droghar." And as Arrow steps down at the VIP section to this thief, a thief that he's seen every time this dream has came to him as well, a black Tabaxi that he now can put a face to, and it looks eerily similar to Aries. And as the Tabaxi looks up at him, he says, "You really picked the wrong night to try and pull something like this. No one takes what is mine." And pulls out his pepper box, points it at her head, and boom, he wakes up. So your first morning in Amalga. What does everyone do?
Well, I'm sweaty.
Where's breakfast?
Droghar still passed out.
Did Droghar even come home last night, or is he just still out
Yeah,
underneath?
I'm still out. Like, I found a place and I just laid down and went to sleep. So I'm not even in the building. There we go. They made it for me, and I'm not even there.
I go, is this what it's like to be sober in the mornings? I don't like it. Ugh, it's too
well rested.
Not. Yeah, I feel good. I think. Is this what good feels like? I don't know. I don't like it though. Ugh. Nix, do you have any booze? Anything? Mimosas? Something nice in the morning? You know.
We need to find Droghar and get his cup.
I see Rex looks over at you and he's kind of like, booze?
The drink. You know?
Son, last night we had a conversation that we don't have food. You really think we're keeping booze down?
Well, I don't know, man. I just don't like this feeling. It's awful. Oh, by the way,
anything that used to be down here has been eaten or drank a long time ago.
Oh, well. By the way, did you get a chance to talk around?
Yes. My lovely wife's making up some food for y'all, so y'all go and get a little bit of what we've got left over of that owl beer that you brought us. Go and get a little bit of a bite to eat from that. That's getting passed out to the community right now. After y'all eat, come and find me. I've got a few fellas that might be interested in looking to join your crew. They definitely ain't the best trained in the world. They definitely will need training, and they're not seafarers or fighters or anything yet. But with a little bit of training, a bunch of them could be. But I'll bring them to you, and it's up to yourself if you want to go seafaring with them.
And I'll let them know as well that they do make a bit of coin on the ship as well. So any proceeds, they are more than willing to send back to you over here. Or anything we raid, I do like to share with the crew. So that incentives, you know what I mean? You got to put incentives out there. You own a business like I do. Gotta give your incentivize the crew.
Is that really owning a business, being a pirate?
Well, it's my business.
Fair enough. I can't say much myself. But yeah, go and get yourself some grub, and I'll bring over the fellas that were interested, and we'll see what we can do with it.
Oh, one other thing. The lizard folk that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
His family. Did he have any family?
Aye, he did. He had some family. He had a wife and a couple of kids.
Oh man. Can you arrange a meet, please?
I'll see what I can do.
And Rex, if I could, borrow your ear for a minute, whenever you get a chance, I just had some questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll get yourself some grub, and I'll definitely have some conversation with you afterwards. Absolutely. That's no problem at all, my dear.
Thank you.
As we're walking towards the food, I look at Arrow and I'm like, you look awful.
Oh, I'm sober. This is what sober looks. And it looks, honestly, the best Arrow's ever looked in his life. Just like this feels disgusting.
Clear-eyed.
Here,
Bright-eyed,
look,
bushy-tailed.
don't tell Droghar I gave you a sip of this. This is his own private stock. We don't share it. But here, it's a little flask. Bunny, Arrow, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to call you by your name. But
Mutual respect.
if you steal this while I'm not looking, you're dead. But here's a little bit. And I give him just a small cup. And yeah, it's just that big.
I down it as fast as I can and go, oh, that hits the spot. Oh, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, well, good, because that's, 20 times potent than his normal stuff.
Oh, it's good. All right. I'm better. Let's do it. Also, Aries, and I kind of whisper in a little bit. Erellia and Aries and Minnich. Did I say your name right?
For the first time ever, yes.
Oh, wow. See, this
Congratulations,
is what
Haregon.
when I drink, I say names correctly. It's only when I'm not
It's Minnich.
drunk.
Like sandwich. Minnich.
We're close enough.
No.
Listen. We need to figure out. I don't want to say anything, but maybe away from whenever we have Droghar, us 5 need to meet and discuss how we're gonna proceed with this thing, because from what the council did, it's dirty and I don't like it. Only I'm allowed to do dirty things that people don't normally like. Take that how you wanted to take it.
Can I not
I
take it at
agree.
all?
Something is not right, and we do need to talk about it.
I don't think we need to talk about it in front of Nyx, though, and his people. So let's find Droghar a little later, and we'll figure out how to proceed from there.
Yes, Haregon, on that I do agree. There is something afoul about all of this.
Hey, look, if I have to call you by your name, you could call me by my name.
Oh, apologies.
Whew.
Arrow.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting breakfast.
Droghar, he like basically climbs through the opening of the shanty shack because he smells food, and he goes straight to the food and sits beside Erellia.
All right, so Aurelia and Droghar are getting food, and this food is like it's basically like a big commune of like the food going out here. This owlbear that you guys, there's a lot of owlbear that you guys got. You basically took most of the meat. So like this is getting handed out to all the people in the city, and this is like the most that these people have eaten in a long time. So they're sharing it out, making sure that you all eat as well, and as they are, per just Rix and Teal being very generous, making sure you guys are well fed too. Even though like they're literally starving. They make sure to hand out the food to you guys that you're well taken care of. You guys eat away at the owlbear. What's left of it, most of it gets finished off. And between this, any leftovers will be finished off before the end of the day, likely, with just how many people are here. And Rix heads off to go and bring some of the people for arrows, because he wants to introduce Arrow to some people who'd be interested in being on his crew. Any of you want to do anything? Any conversations while you're at the breakfast table? If not, I'm just going to keep moving on with Rix and Arrow with the crew. Unless anyone's got anything specific.
Droghar, buddy, where were you?
Yes, we were rather concerned about your whereabouts. You did kind of wander off.
I was looking for you, if that makes you feel any better.
Droghar grabs his plate and just gets up and walks away.
Oh
and
boy.
walks out of the building.
Dang.
He's in one of his mopey moods. Don't worry, I got this. And I stand up and I follow him.
All right, so Aries gets up, heads off after Droghar.
And I find a place to just sit outside of the building. Again, just for solitude.
And then do I find him? Do I need roll, or because I followed him, I just kind of find him?
Well, apparently he's sitting outside the building, so Droghar decided to find solitude sitting outside the busiest building in the whole of the town.
Hey,
So,
Droghar, if you want
really
to
easy to
find a good moping tree, there's one right outside. I moped there yesterday. It's really nice.
And that tree's officially now called the Moping Tree.
That's going to be on a t-shirt.
Sit by the Moping Tree.
Droghar,
Sad bunny.
I haven't seen you this way in a while. What's up?
I've obviously not let go of my mug all night. I have just been slamming alcohol all night when I'm not passed out. So I'm pretty intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
What I did not realize was that this mug can change the way that you speak a little bit.
Yeah, I
So
can hear that.
As I'm drinking, I didn't realize. So as I'm drinking, I look over. Aries, what do you know about Droghar?
Well, I know you're good at knocking down doors, apparently, and yelling. You make a good ale. You're a good fighter. Because there's not a lot more to know about.
You know, your name is Aries, and you are a Tabaxi bard. And I look at myself and hear myself talking in a weird accent. And I just kind of like shake it off and go back. You come from a large family of Tabaxi from a town called Dragonfly Hollow. It's right outside Union City. And it's filled with a ton of other nomadic people, just like you. You know, your mother did what she could to make sure that you lived, but she didn't really care for you. She didn't really nurture you. You steal, not because you need to, but because you're drawn to it. I know it excites you. You are strong. You are fierce. You're independent, and you're passionate. You know, Droghar had a family once, right? And you know that.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, like yours, didn't really care for me. And I say that, I mean, she wasn't the nurturing type. She did what she had to make sure that I lived. And I'm like, I take a step back and I'm like, what the heck? Why do I sound like this? And I just shake my head again. She just wasn't there as a mom, just like yours. But my father was a great man. He was gentle for Goliath, but, you know, he was stern. I miss him a lot. And, you know, I belonged once to something, to a group. I belonged. And, you know, I was the weird one, you know. I was the weird Goliath who loved animals and nature and, you know. But, you know, I was banished and I became an outsider overnight, just like you. You know, when I met you and you stole from those two dwarfs and you were in trouble and I saved you, not because I thought you needed it, but because I wanted to do something good. You know, I considered you a close friend. I considered you my closest friend. And I would, and still would, bleed for you. I have bled for you. But real friends care for each other. They don't use each other. I need some time to think. And I kind of get up and walk away.
I put my cloak up and I go back in, and now I'm just like, I'm even more pouty than Droghar was. I come to the table,
There's
I
a tree for
sit
that.
down, and
There's a tree for that. Just FYI, I don't want to cut off here, but in chat, Nitro, they're saying they're having trouble hearing your volume.
Yeah, I'm gonna up the volume on my mic. Hopefully that'll help. Let me know if this works, guys. If you can hear me better.
No worries. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt there, but a few people are saying they're struggling to hear you. So yeah, Aries comes back in. She goes to pout in the corner. Chooses an indoor pout over a tree.
I like dark corners.
Hey,
But,
Arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Yes.
You know, I've been observing you with the big guy. You know, that Tabaxi should really watch your back because, you know, my kind, us Drow, we've pretty much enslaved everybody. But the one race I've heard that is the worst is the Goliaths. Because you never know when they might explode.
I know.
So just be aware.
I need to talk to him.
As she says that, I'm in the background and I take a table and I basically throw it through a wall.
Oh, Lord. I'll get up and I'll be like, Droghar.
Just for that, before we say anything, give me a strength check.
Oh gosh. Where did my dice go?
Oh Lord! Oh great heavens!
I got a 20.
Yes.
Obliterates that wall.
Yes.
No. This is a shanty town. These walls are made of like sheet metal.
They will.
Domino effect.
Droghar
Oh,
takes
no.
out a number of houses with that table throw.
How much work this is gonna be?
Thankfully, everyone was in the centre of town for breakfast, but a number of people's homes have just been decimated by Goliath throwing a table.
Droghar, chill. It's okay. My friend. Let's take a deep breath. Let's calm down and let's talk.
I turn around and I point right at him, and I say, "Bunny, I am not in the mood right now.
Why are you sounding weird?
What happened to it?
It's this
His voice.
freaking mug. I don't know what it's doing to my voice, but it changed it. All right.
Wait,
So
wait,
Droghar
Hey,
needs a minute.
Okay, hey,
Droghar.
Droghar,
I want to. Let me try it.
Yeah, I kind of want to try it too. I'm interested.
No.
As
Erellia,
y'all are trying this
Here
mug,
you go.
Okay.
As y'all are trying this mug, Rix comes back with the people he was getting for Arrow, and without even like losing a step, walks right up to Droghar, taps him in the chest with his cane, and like hooks it up around your neck and pulls you down to him. Big fella,
Yes.
you're cleaning that up.
I am so sorry.
You
I
just
will.
wrecked a number of our folks' houses. You're rebuilding them.
I will get on that right now. I apologize.
Good. He unhooks you.
Don't
Droghar.
worry. He's huge. It won't take him but a minute.
I look
Droghar.
up and I'm like,
I look back. Was that Erellia?
Droghar, you stubborn jackass! I'm trying to apologize to you.
I think we all need some alcohol. I think the tensions are just way too high. Way too high. Calm down, everybody.
Sorry for your language, but that was in the moment.
Arrow took
Dude,
the
we
last
said jackass. I don't know how anything to do.
Oh
so
yeah.
you're fine.
No, you're good.
That's not a bad thing for those of you.
Why do I always miss it? I never hear it when you do that.
It's just another word for donkey anyway.
It's just.
Exactly.
What is an
Droghar.
actual breed of animal? So
I've been trying to apologize. I don't know what's happening with you, but you don't seem happy, and I think you're going into a little bit of an identity crisis, which I have literally experienced and am currently experiencing because I'm super confused at what I'm supposed to be and who I am, and I was angry about it yesterday. I know how you feel, my friend. I'm sorry for not respecting our friendship. You are a friend to me. Just putting that out there. Can I please drink out of the mug because I want to hear my voice change?
Droghar goes over to Erellia and says, "Can I please have the mug back?"
No.
I'll give it
no.
back. I'll give
All right. He seems like a very upset bunny. Just give it to him.
So I do the little on the cask of ale that I've brewed overnight somehow, and I fill up the mug, and I slam it just like bam, and then I fill it again. Well, there's a little bit left. I fill it again, and I hand it to Erellia, and I said, "Bunny, you have nothing to apologize to Droghar about. Droghar did not like the fact that his first reaction last night was violence. And he's not sure what to do."
Droghar, my friend. I just killed somebody. And I didn't feel anything. And I've done that before, and I've killed several people. I mean, this isn't my first kill. I've killed a lot of people, like a lot. I'm a pirate, it's what I do. But you're struggling and you're hurting, Droghar. Don't let it consume you. Because if you let this consume you, you lose yourself. And yesterday, I lost myself a little bit.
Bunny, you're talking to a Goliath barbarian. We bathe in the blood of our enemies. It's what we do. It's how we're raised. That's how we're brought up. So don't tell me about how many people that you've killed. I know that. I know that world.
But that's not who you are, Droghar.
It is.
You're a good person.
It is who I am.
You're the best of us. And you, my friend, have become a true friend to me. Something that I don't have.
Did I ever tell you why I was banished from my herd?
No.
He goes over to Erellia, grabs the mug again, fills it up, slams it back, and hands it back to her.
Oh, I get it again.
I still want to try it.
I know I've told you guys this before, and it always starts with, I saw my herds, my clan's member, he was torturing a bear, and I became enraged, and I beat his face in. I mean, that's true partly. We as a clan did that all the time. That was not abnormal. We tortured people for fun. That's what we did. That was the code. That was our code. That's what we did. I was desensitized. I still am desensitized to violence. But we had a druid, older druid lady in our clan, and I was really enamored by the way that she respected nature, respected animals, and I didn't have that. And I didn't kill the member of my clan because he tortured the animal. I killed him because I wanted to. I killed him because he looked at me funny. And I beat his ever-loving brains in. And, you know, we as Goliaths are raised from a very young age to harness our rage, harness our aggression, harness our violence, and point it in a direction that needs to be pointed. And at that point, I realized that I have no control. I have no control over this, I don't know what to call it, gift that I've been given. And I am afraid that will show itself at the wrong time. And I saw a sneak peek of that last night, and I don't want to see that again.
Arrow, remembering his dream, thinks for a second, and I mean, really, like, thinks. He turns to Droghar and he says, Droghar, you see it differently than I do. Last night, I was in a rage because I'm losing myself, and I feel like there's something in me that is different. Last night, you had my back. You cared. Because those guys could have jumped me after I shot their friend.
In the face.
True. But you had my back. And you've been a true friend to me since we have met. I mean, it's only been a few days, but honestly, Droghar, you're more than just this giant killing machine. You are you, and that is special. And I think that you're more than just a killing machine. You're more than just this brute. I think you're a true friend. And you're smart, kind of. And you care for others. And that my friend is important. That's something that I'm trying to learn, I guess. I don't know. You know, it's super weird for me because of all the, you know, killing and stilling and all the other junk that I do. But I just want you to know that I appreciate you. You had my back, my friend, and it meant a lot to me.
Well, Bunny, I appreciate it.
Now, can I have some of that drink with the voice changing? I really want to try it.
Hold on 1 minute. I walk over to Erellia. May I please have the mug?
Go ahead.
I grab it. Fill it up. I hand it over.
I just down it.
I trepidatiously kind of walk over a little bit. Just kind of. I've been listening to what's been going on. Just kind of faded into the background, but I finally muster up the courage to say something. And if I may chime in for just a brief moment.
Droghar goes, no. Because he doesn't know Minnich is behind him.
You see a 9-foot Goliath jump out his skin at a tiny tail coming up behind him, apparently.
The ground shakes a bit from the amount that he jumped in the air.
Because it got really quiet and like intimate.
Oh yeah, you guys have been having this quiet, intimate conversation. I'd like to point out you're still outside the breakfast place. There's people coming in and out in the town for breakfast. This is like one of the busiest
Yes, we're still here.
You're having this like massive conversation.
And we're not quiet about it either. Not at all.
Oh gosh.
Like you just went outside. That's as far as you went.
Sorry, Marc. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
That's okay.
I mean, Minnich.
Okay.
I didn't even realize I went outside.
Composure.
Where am I? Oh, Lord.
Well, Droghar turns around and looks at Minnich. And like fully turns around.
I understand where you're coming from when you feel like you are forced to be something that you think you need to be, or that you're supposed to be, or that you are created to be, something that you were forced into. I understand that very well. It's ultimately why I'm here now. Because I decided I wanted to make a choice for myself. I wanted to forge my own path. And you can do that too.
That is what Droghar is trying to do. But the thing is, I love to fight. I love it. It is part of me. It is part of my soul. And
Then,
I don't want to give that up.
Then Droghar, fight for what is right.
Channel that energy. Use it in the proper direction.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
These are very wise words that Man-Witch is saying.
He's not a witch.
Speaking of direction, Magic Man, would you happen to know anything about druidry? Druid? Books? Scrolls? Anything?
I do believe I have some sort of book. He reaches.
It has to be in common or giant, because I cannot read anything else.
Understood.
And it has to be at like, like a 5th grade reading level. Because, I can't read that great. What I'm saying is I might need your help reading it.
I can certainly do that. I think I've got.
As you're trying to list Minnich as your tutor Rix comes back over and whacks you with his cane again, Droghar. Big fella. Houses.
I did say I would help him, didn't I?
Oh, by the way, here's the mug bag. Droghar, this drink isn't doing anything for me. I don't understand. Everybody's getting cool accents, and I'm getting nothing.
Take another swig, man.
I take another swig, still nothing happens at that moment. What the heck?
How about this, Droghar?
My body might be immune. I don't know.
While you're fixing the houses that need to be repaired, how about I read this druid history book to you?
Put me to sleep.
That would be awesome, Magic Man.
So, Droghar heads off to rebuild the many, many houses he toppled with the table. With Minnich close at hand, reading the druid history book that he has on him and telling him about it. They head off to do that. Rix actually comes up to Arrow. He has the crew that he's waiting to show you, or the people that are interested. Captain Silvertail.
Yes. Oh.
I have found a few people who are interested in possibly joining your crew.
Who is joining the crew? Do you have?
Oh my god! Who is that?
I think it kicked in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Walken has entered the chat.
Has it
I've been
kicked
trying to
in?
hold it together there, I can't.
I can't tell. How's the drink done the magic? It hasn't kicked in yet. I have no idea.
Rix is just kind of staring at you like,
Oh gosh.
why are you doing the weird accent? What's for your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about, but what members of the crew did you find for me? What are their names? What are their numbers? I'd like to know them. Get to know them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Stop making me laugh. Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
Alright,
This is the best
Okay.
session ever.
I'm just going to pretend that this is going normal.
That
And we're going to...
Just never happened.
We're just...
I think I had too much.
Oh gosh.
Um,
Crying.
sorry, I can't hear. Jaye, I've got someone at my door. If you want to grab them.
Oh.
So yeah, so he brings them over, and he's got about 4 possible crew members, for you to meet. And he says, okay, so first of all, we've got twin brothers, Omos and Din.
Hello. Nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
What
they're
kind of
both-
skills do both of you have? That way I could try to figure out where you fit best on the crew.
And so Rix kind of takes over. It's like to explain about the different crew members, because they're all fairly young. They're all young guys. And so these guys are maybe mid-teens or so. He's like, well, I felt like the Gith Yankee would be a good opportunity for them to work on your crew. Back in their home plane, they essentially lived a life like a pirate. That was what their people did. And although they've been living on our plane for quite some time, I felt like their fighting capabilities, their ability for traveling, raiding, all that sort of stuff is stuff that their people used to do, and they might be able to find a home on the sea helping you out. They are fairly young and will require some training, some guidance, but I'm pretty sure I can leave them in your hands to receive that.
Absolutely.
Our next possible crew member for you, and you see this massive 9-foot troll coming up.
Oh, big boy. Big boy.
This is Blar. The best way for us to describe Blar is he is fairly simple. He he's not very smart, not very intelligent. He was shunned by most of the people around here. He's basically, I feel like he could be of a benefit on your ship. He is able to help, carry, lift, move any job that's a simple task you can put him to.
Do
He
you
doesn't
think he'll
really-
be able to pick up a sword and swing it if we show him how to do it?
I believe if you show him how, yes. And honestly, any fights that we've managed to get him out of, he's not technically usually needed a sword. He's usually pretty strong as is. But honestly, there's not much left for him under here, and we don't have enough to offer him. And also the fact of, in all honesty, if he doesn't leave, there's a good chance he will die here with us. He has a massive appetite. He has a massive hunger, and we do not have anywhere near the capability to provide the food he needs. We figured traveling on a pirate ship, earning the money he might be able to actually earn his keep to be able to get the food he needs to survive.
Well, it's nice to meet you, and I'm glad that you're interested. Oh, there it is. It's kind of went off. I'm glad and welcome to have you, the guy. And I just kind of give him a little tap. There we are. Yes.
He puts his hand in and taps like your head.
Well, very nice to meet you. Yeah. Is there anybody else? Was that it?
And there's one more, and it's funny that you should have asked about this earlier today because this gentleman was already coming. And he brings forward about a 16-year-old lizard folk.
Uh-oh.
This is Visk, son of Dax. This is a young man who is eager to prove himself in the world, is eager for more than what we can provide him under here. And the honest truth, he could really do with a father figure to show him what the next steps of his life are. But unfortunately, that opportunity has been taken from him. And I felt like if you honestly wanted to make it right, then here's your opportunity to step up, Captain.
I walk up to him, and I look him dead in the eye. You know, I killed your old man. Old lizard man.
Yes.
Is this going to be a problem?
No,
Are
sir.
we going to have a problem?
No, sir.
I will pull. As Erellia, are you standing near me?
Yeah.
Erellia, may I borrow? I promise it'll just be a borrow. May I borrow one of your daggers, please?
I don't trust you.
I'll give it back, I promise.
Fine.
I take the dagger and I put it in his hand. I grab his hand and I'll lift it up and I'll put the dagger in it. And I'll take his hand and I will put the dagger near my heart. And I'll just let it go, and where he's like holding it in my heart. I killed your father. It was an accident. If you want to kill me now, then do it. Otherwise, welcome to the crew.
Visk stands for a moment with the dagger at your chest.
I'll kind of even lean into it a little bit so it kind of cuts me just a tiny bit.
Captain, my father died doing his duty. He died defending Amalga and protecting us. I understand you are the one responsible for killing him. Rex has also explained the situation that brought you and your comrades here. In the midst of a fight, I understand what can take place, and my father knew what to expect when he stepped up to try and defend us, that he might not come home. Many of us haven't. My goal is to make him proud. And this is an opportunity for me to do that. I'm choosing not to hold ill will against you, unless for some reason you choose to hold it against me. And he takes a dagger that's against your heart and flips it in his hand so that the blade's pointing towards him. And he hands it to you.
And I take it and I hand it back to Erellia. I will do right by you, young man. And as long as you remain loyal to me, I promise you, your life will be better. Crew! And I look at all of them. There's a tradition that us pirates do. Do you all pledge your loyalty, undying loyalty, to the Crescent and her captain?
They'll kind of like stand themselves tall, and the Githyanki twins and Visco go, "Aye, Captain!" And
Do you
Blar
all
standing nods in agreement also.
Do you all pledge to fight to the death to defend the Crescent and her captain?
Aye, Captain! And Blar nods again.
I take my sword, and this is a tradition that all captains do. And then once you become a captain, it kind of like you get to do it to other people. So he walks up with a sword, and to each of them, he makes a mark, like kind of slowly and I kind of explained beforehand, like, this is a tradition that we do to mark that you're a member of the crew. And I crudely mark a C with my sword. It like kind of like cuts their skin, so it's going to scar in the shape of kind of like a C on their left shoulder. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of push it into each one of them. And like I take mine and I open mine, and there's a scar, and there's an old scar that was like a T, but it's been kind of like burnt off, and right next to it there's a C. And I close it back. You are all now members of the Crescent. You have bled already for your loyalty. Welcome to the crew. Make your way back. Or Nix, would you rather them come back with us? Do you think they can make it, or?
We'll make sure they get to the docks to be on the ship. Give them the opportunity to say their goodbyes to the people here. Because there might be some time before they see them again, but we will make sure they get to the dock for you.
You will present when you arrive to First Mate Leo. He's a Tabaxi. You'll know him when you see him. You will present your cuts, and he will welcome you aboard the ship. If there's any other questions, you can ask him. Dismissed.
One last time. Aye, Captain! And they all turn and kind of head off, and Rick steps up to you. Captain Silvertail?
Yes.
That boy will never respond the way we typically would to what happened. Lizard folk are not known for their emotional responses. They are not an emotional people. It is very easy for him to separate what he's doing now with what happened to his father. But I expect your word as their captain now, that you will do right by him and you will take care of those lads.
I pledge my oath to you, Nix. I will look after him. And each one of them. They're in good hands. Well, as long as we don't, die stupidly or something on the water, which happens, we're pirates. It can happen. But, if that doesn't happen, then
Crap happens.
as far as I can control, they'll be fine. They'll get the
Typical workplace
finest of the
hazards.
finest or whatever.
Hashtag
It'll be good.
Workplace drama.
Yeah.
Trust you. I believe you, Captain. And Rick sticks out his hand to shake yours.
And I'll shake his as well. And I'll give him kind of like a tip of the hat. My hair, man. Woo. I'll give him kind of like the tip of my hat, and then I'll look at the rest of you. Nix, is there a place that me and my friends here that we can talk in private? I know we still have the predicament of what has happened. We need to figure this out, but we need to talk as a group first on how we need to proceed. Is there a place we can go that's private that we can discuss what needs to be done?
At the moment, if you need to, you can speak at my house if you need. And my wife and I are busy here at the center of town, so we'll be empty inside. So you're more than welcome to utilize that.
Can I borrow Droghar real fast? He'll come back and fix what he needs to fix, but
Yep, you can borrow your man as long as the stuff is standing when he leaves. You can borrow him.
I'll even help.
I promise I'll fix. I promise. I'm so sorry.
I'm not. Anyway, lads, shall we talk?
Well, you look around and you realize that Droghar and Minnich come back. Erellia is still kind of round about you, and what's been going on. Aries isn't actually around you at the moment.
Oh my gosh, where's Aries? We need to figure this thing out. Has anyone seen Erellia? Have you seen Aries?
Dude, she's a tabaxi. That's like her thing.
Minnich, what about you? Have you seen...
Minnich.
I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. You said I said it right that one time, and I'm pretty sure this is what I said.
Yes, and I will never forget that one time you said my name right.
I think Manwich is my favorite. Oh my gosh.
She
Anyone seen a
Oh my
tobacco?
she did storm off rather quickly over in that direction.
Should we just do this without Aries? Because, literally, we're just wasting time here.
What are we doing?
We need to talk about how to proceed.
Well, how about you? You lead the way. Go ahead. Let's just stop.
Fine, Aries! And can we, just start walking in the direction that Minnich said? We'll just start walking that way. We'll go this way. We'll try to find Aries, and then we'll figure it out from there, I guess.
All right, Minnich, do me a favor. Roll your d20 for me. Tell me what you get.
Oh my gosh.
16.
Nice.
Okay, you're going in the right direction.
Is he still reading to Droghar though?
Minnich out of nowhere just went. Minnich had wandered off with Droghar, somehow knew where Aries went, so I've just rolled to see, does he actually, or is he just pointed in a random direction? And I just went, that way.
That way.
As we're walking, I say, Droghar, I'm still, if you don't mind, can I take another sip of your mug there? I'm still a little sober, and I don't like it. Is that okay?
Are you, Bunny? Are you an alcoholic, like me?
That's not
Like
what we
me.
call it. We call it being a pirate.
Well, I call it being a Goliath. So, yeah.
Well, hey,
Yes.
justification.
Tomato, tomato,
High
eh?
five.
Before we leave, it's
I'll take a sip of it.
I don't know how we get that sound effect on a t-shirt, but I want it.
Oh
you know exactly what I'm talking about, though, right? the wooden
Yeah.
the wooden cork thing.
Are you giving
Yeah.
me some? Is
Yeah.
this
Well, I'm gonna slam back like 75% of it, and then I'll hand it to you.
all right?
Aurelia is currently trying to figure out how to get away from this group as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Minnich, you seem like you're pretty bright. We should get the mess out of here. Just saying. If you don't want to die, come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
But really, at this point, I feel we've endured so much as a group.
I want to say something so bad. I don't know if it's appropriate though.
Yeah, because I stopped us before, and let's go for it.
So, don't be such a pussy. Come on.
Not entirely sure what that means, but you know,
Oh man. So anyway, so are we just gonna? Do we see Erellia if we keep walking? Aries, I mean, sorry. Do we see Aries?
See, if you stay with these guys, you're just gonna end up dead. They don't even know who they're following, where they're going. They don't know crap. And that's the one thing that I've observed from day one. They have no
Aurelia,
idea what they're doing.
Stop being sassy and come on.
I'm
Leave
not being
Manic-
sassy. I'm
leave
being
Manic-
real.
Leave
Real.
Manic alone. So we could figure out where Aries is, so we could save these people. And
How
do
many
whatever
times
heroic
do I have
crap
to
we
tell
need
you?
to do.
Forget about her. Worry about yourself. How have you survived this long? Like,
Because
how are
I-
you alive?
Been super selfish, and I'm having an identity crisis, and I don't feel like that's the way to do things anymore.
Aurelia, I
Ugh.
feel as though if you really didn't want to be around these people, you would have left long ago.
Just call me out, why don't you?
Droghar says, "That's true." Like really loud and obnoxiously.
Arrow still owes me money, so I'm just, holding out for my pay.
The magic starts kicking in. I don't. Come on, man. I paid you, man. Come on, I'll give you a little coin, man.
A coin is not full payment.
Oh, doggone, man. Oh, dang, gave you a coin, and we already did that task. We go on, find Erellia. Come on, man.
Does anybody know what he's saying and why is he still trying to find me? I'm right here.
Doggone, Erellia, that's what I say. No, find
Right
Aries,
here.
Your name's confused, man.
Do we have an interpreter here?
Where is Rex? I've been trying to find this guy the whole time. Like, I just need to talk to him right now.
Rex is still in the town. You guys are all wandering away looking for
Doggone,
Aries.
man. Oh,
I need to go back and talk to Rex.
This whole
Dang
session
on,
is
Marvin, you
imploding.
pointed us in this direction, man. Just, come on.
Oh gosh.
If you told me this is how session 4 was going to go, I wouldn't have
gosh.
believed you.
I'm legitimately crying. Holy
Alright, so Erellia takes off back to town.
Ugh,
Arrow and
idiots.
Droghar and are looking for Aries. Minnich, are you with them looking for Aries?
I'm gonna go
You're
with
all
Aurelia.
dead. Dead.
Alright, Arrow and Droghar, make me an investigation check for Aries.
Why?
Because you're looking for her! That's
I didn't agree to this.
What?
An 11.
Oh gosh,
You-
I have a
you kinda-
-1 modifier. Are you kidding me?
I do too, man. An 11.
I got a 15. How about that?
15. Like, Boomhauer the pirate's off on his own, doing his own thing down there, and Droghar sees Aries up in a nearby tree.
Oh, dang on. Droghar, just see Aries, man.
They haven't realized, but I stole the mug.
I'm not talking to Aries right now.
Make me
so-
make me a sleight of hand check.
Please tell me.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. It's not as bad as I thought. Hold on. I thought it was a 1. I got 14.
14. Who has the mug? Was it Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had it.
Arrow, make me a perception check with disadvantage because you're all in the middle of arguing when she would have stole it.
And he's drunk.
Ooh, that's not good. A 13.
Yeah, I really got the mug off you.
I'm still
What?
feeling the effects though. I feel like. I feel like for me, because I drink so much, it just takes a while to kick in.
Yeah, it's like you're still feeling the effects of the drink that you had, but she's gone with the mug now. She's away.
Dang on Aries, man.
But yeah,
Where
so
you at?
Droghar sees Aries up in a nearby tree.
And I smack arrow and point up.
Oh, Aries, man, come on down that tree so we can talk about the dang on city, man.
She's not a man.
Oh, dang on, man. You know what I mean? It's some of them.
Exactly why I left.
I have no idea what you're saying. Arrow.
We need Aries, man.
What
Yes.
in the name of Zeus is that racket?
Oh, come on, man. We gotta defend the town, do the job, man. Dang on, man.
Oh, even more annoying when he's talking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so mean, man. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, I'm back. Aries! We need you. What are you doing?
Ask Droghar down there.
Droghar just walks away.
Oh, guys, oh my gosh. What is happening right now? Why am I playing mother hen to all of you? Aries, stop it! Droghar, stop it! Both
Droghar
of you.
is beyond earshot now. He's just walked away.
God, Aries, look at me. Look. I know we have our differences. I know you're having an emotional thing. There's a tree that's close to Nyx's house that we have established for this, but it's okay. Whatever. Come on, we have a job to do. Let's do it so we can move on with our lives. Right? Come on.
And so I kind of hop down and just put the hood up. Drogar's yours. I'm done. And I just kind of start walking towards
Aries,
the main.
he's nobody. He's free.
As whatever was going on there has basically just devolved and Droghar.
Am I just standing here and everybody's walking away from me?
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like me when I'm trying to fuck kids and they just don't care. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to talk to Minnich. Oh look, there it is. I think that's his name. Whatever.
Of course, you say my name right, and I'm not even there.
I was going to say, yeah, Arrow's completely on his own. Like, Erellia and Minnich left, and now Aries and Droghar have walked away.
I need some aspirin.
So they've all walked away. We'll cut back then to Erellia.
I apologize to Cross for the entire night, just preemptively.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Not even a little bit, and you know you don't. But we cut back to Erellia and to Minnich as Erellia is heading back to Rix, who's still in the centre of the city and kind of helping out there. And as he looks up, he sees you heading over to him. Ah, yes, Miss Erellia, there you are. You said you wanted to have a word with me?
Yeah. Rex, I'm a little confused.
About what, my dear?
How have I lived my entire life not knowing that you exist? I feel like I am the #1 candidate for this community.
I'm not sure how you'd never heard of us, but that's kind of the purpose of why we're here is, and how we survive is to not be heard of, about people not to know that we exist. From what you've told us, you seem to spend a lot of time and have grown up a lot in the city itself. And for the most part, anyone here tends to avoid Union City as much as we can. Heading there is just cause for trouble and cause for chaos and concern.
How are you recruiting?
We're not really recruiting, we're merely just catching passers-by, most people who have been turned away from the city.
Oh.
Most people, of the kind that are here, very few make any sort of life for themselves in the city. There are a few who have. There are a few who run some businesses or make a good living there, but they are very few and far between. And for those that don't, those that run out of money, those that are just run out of the city itself, or are looked down upon, or abused or mistreated and leave, we try and keep an eye out for them and try to make sure that we can offer them something. Many of them leaving the city don't have anywhere to go back to. Some do. Not everyone that leaves the city comes with us. Some do have lives to go back to, but a lot give up everything to come here, to Union City, and are left disappointed.
Oh, so I would have had to leave the city to find you.
If you've been someone leaving the city, there's a chance our people would have found you and talked to you. But for someone who's grown up in the city, you're one of the few there who are like the rest of us here in Amalga who actually made it there. The fact that you live in the city at all.
Well, I wanted to ask because I wasn't sure if you had ever heard of my parents. My father was Nimros and my mother is Viconia Duskryn. But from what you've told me, I don't know if that would be the case.
No, they're not names. Both of them, I assume, were Drow like yourself.
Yes.
No, I can't say those names ring a bell with me, my dear. I'm sorry.
Well, I was hoping you would, but there's just so little I know about their deaths that I've just been in the dark my whole life. And I feel like my hope has dwindled into nothing. I
How
honestly,
long ago did your parents die?
gosh, maybe 60 years ago?
Oh wow, yes. Yeah, that was at the start of my time, my dear. Unfortunately, as goblins don't live quite as long as Drow do. We would merely have been children at the time that your parents had been killed. But I'm sorry that you had to go through that and had to suffer that loss. Did you have anyone else that you knew? Any siblings? Anyone that we may have known? Or were you left on your own?
I mean, I don't know. My only companion was my friend Rome, but he was murdered too.
You were friends with Rome?
Do you know him?
Yeah, we knew of a Drow from Union City, Rome. He was one of the people that tried to help us. He managed to find out about our commune here and tried to bring people who were in need and tried to bring us supplies to keep us going. We asked him to keep it completely quiet, though.
But I don't what? Why would he keep that from me?
All I can say is it may have been at our request. We asked him not to tell anyone about it. He found us by sheer chance, an accident. He found some of our people and ended up escorting them back here when they were in trouble and found out about us by chance. And we asked him to keep it quiet from everyone because he was a Drow from the city. And a Drow that knows about our location going into the city honestly puts the rest of us in danger. The wrong word to the wrong person, our community could be gone.
I mean, did you hear about his death 5 years ago?
Yeah, we heard about him and his death. It was a great loss to us. Unfortunately, we only heard bits and pieces, drips and drabs, nothing much. You know, being out here away from Union City, we were just too far away from a lot of it, but we did know him.
Well,
was a
it's
good
not. It's not much more than what I knew. I wasn't there.
All I can say is I am sorry for your loss, my dear. You've suffered quite a bit of loss, it seems. And I'm so sorry that you've gone through that. It
That's
seems
just-
to be the lot of our people at this stage, that we all seem to just keep suffering and losing.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I just don't know why. At Unification Day, Lord Dravarax, he was saying that he wanted more people to come in, but I don't understand because
Oh yeah, of course.
he's always.
Of course, because he's a member of the council if he's a lord. And the members of the council have to put on a good face that Union City is still open for everyone. And that everyone's welcome, because they would never dare say that some people aren't allowed. They can't. I mean, could you imagine the backlash if they did that?
Well, it seems like unless we do something, we're all dead.
Well, my dear, if you find out what that something is, whatever we can do to assist, we will. Not that we can offer much, but if we can turn things around for us and those like yourself in the city, then that would surely be a great thing.
I'm gonna find a way.
I'm sorry we couldn't be more help for you.
No, I appreciate you talking to me. I know that Drow are not looked upon as, even among you guys, we're not really looked upon as good people.
My dear, you're talking to a goblin. The lowest of the low is henchmen for millennia. Trust me, we know what it's like to be looked down upon by everyone that sees us. We understand. And in Amalga, no one is looked down on here because we all once were. But as I said, anything we can do to assist, we will.
Thank you so much.
Of course, my dear. Anything that you folks need while you're still in Amalgam, just please let me know.
I will.
Take care. And he pulls himself up and wanders off on his cane to go back to his duties.
So
At this time, can I have caught back up with Erellia and Minnich?
I'd say you probably catch back up with them around like near the end of that conversation, if not the very end of it.
Listen, you two. We're splitting up the party, apparently. And when I say party, I like to call ourselves like a party, because it's fun. But listen. Apparently there's some beef going on between Droghar and Aries, and it's crazy. So we three have to be the mature adults and solve the problems of this town, and then we'll figure that other part out later. So, Erellia, you were talking to somebody. Who was she talking to? I didn't even see who you were talking to. I just ran up. What ideas do you have? Go.
Not follow you.
Why are you being so mean? Okay, I'm not talking to you. I want to say Mastodon. Mastodon, what ideas do you have to solve all of our problems down here and get back to the service world?
I feel like we all just need to have a sit-down, heart-to-heart talk, because this is getting utterly ridiculous.
Okay, I got one on board. Thank you.
Aurelia, she really wants to hit Arrow with the hilt of her sword.
Can I try to grab it? Or pull my sword out and I'm pretty quick on the draw. I like to think I am.
What should we roll?
What should we roll across?
Oh dear. All right. Say it to me again. I'm trying to.
I just want to hit him on the nape with my hilt.
Oh,
And I want to
snake.
defend it and like with my sword.
You know, we'll just make a straight up attack roll. Just roll.
Let's do an
D20.
Arcana check.
I got a 15.
My armor class is 17.
Oh man.
17. You go to hit the attack on him. Arrow gets a boom.
And can I want to disarm her without hurting her. What should I do?
Anyway, disarm her.
Just make a good fart.
Would it be acrobatic?
I'll let go pretty quick.
I'm going to say make a grapple check for that. Because you're trying to, like, take the weapon out of her hand. So, making a...
Well, I was going to see if I can't do it like with my sword. Like, just kind of like hit the edge of it hard enough to like knock it out of her hand.
Oh, so you want to actually do it with the sword? Sorry.
Yeah,
my
with
bad.
the sword, I like...
Oh.
I mean, as a pirate, I think I'm pretty crafty, like with sword fighting. And so I would think I would know how to do that.
Yeah, you know what, screw it, we'll just do an attack roll back.
Okay.
You blocked her shot. If you can get a shot in her armor class, we'll see you take the weapon out of her hand.
A 13.
I'm a 14.
Oh my gosh.
You try and move it. You still hold it where it is. You don't get it out of her hand, but you've still like, blocked the shot and blocked
What
her
am I
off.
watching here?
Are we gonna do this? Are we seriously doing this?
What is going on? Oh gosh, this is awesome.
You know what?
Yeah, if you told me this is how this session was going, I really wouldn't have called it.
You know what? I'm done.
I'm supposed to be violent.
I'm like, you know what? I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I put my sword away. I'm done.
Droghar,
I'm going
Droghar
back.
just as loud as he can says, "Shut up!
Oh.
Everyone, come together. We talk to the plan. That's it. Now."
I do
Yes,
believe Droghar is right.
Yep, I agree. I've been trying to tell everyone that. Darn it.
He has a much louder voice.
Oh, he does.
And then I run up too, and I'm in there. So I'm with everyone too, but just kind of just staying silent for a second.
Okay, is everyone good? Are we good?
Define good.
Or can we just work together to do this one thing and then literally go back up and never have to talk to any of you ever again? Can we do that at least?
Sure.
I mean, I might as well. I'm a dead woman anyway.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't care. Let's just work this crap out. So, the council sent us down here to eradicate these people. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but we also can't leave them here because the council will just send someone else who will actually do it. So, what do we do to prevent that?
If we go back to the city, I will murder Birdman
That's
completely.
Look,
so we
Droghar,
need to. What we need to do is find the what was the motto that the person said from the signature on a piece of paper.
I think it was 3 in the hand is with 1 in the bush. I'm pretty sure
I
that
think
was it.
you're right. That was
Yes,
it. That
That was
it.
clearly it. So,
What?
we'll go find whoever said 3 in the hand is with 2 in the bush, or whatever I just said. We're going to do that. But also, this part of it, where the people are
I don't
here,
understand what you're talking about, Bush.
the people that are here, we need to somehow, like, pretend that oh my god, I have an
I
idea.
say we set up a con.
I have an idea. So, con, I like it. So here's what we do. We need to present the council maybe with like a fake body or something to say, hey, we murdered all of them. They're all gone. Don't worry about it. We did our jobs, blah, blah, blah. Because these people aren't going anywhere.
No. We need
We
to
don't
find
need a
out.
body.
We need to find out who the council of the 7 is.
They're
That's-
not the evil queen. They're
We
not
can-
going to fall for that.
We can
Well,
do both.
might.
Arrow, we don't need bodies. All we need is some of their worst weapons that we disarmed them back in the cave. Just gathered that group of weapons, saying, because, you know, a bandit would never leave without their weapons. Take it back up to the council, and we con them to buy us time.
None of you know the Union Guard the way that I do. First of all, they're never going to fall for that. Second of all, you ain't going to kill Captain Anus. He is the most strong of the entire Union Guard. That's why he's the captain.
Captain! Look, if I know a
Did
fellow
you just
captain...
say Captain Anus?
That's what I call him. He's
Why
been
no
a pain
captain?
in my butt my entire life. You think I wouldn't make him that nickname?
If I know captains, which I am,
I know the council. I know how to con people. Do
Look,
not go up there.
Erellia, if you have a
thinking-
better idea, spit it out, because honestly, you've been very difficult to work with. So if you have an idea on how to handle these situations, let us know. Otherwise, we're just wasting time and energy, and I really want to just go back to my ship and leave you all behind. Because now I have to my wits' end with each and every one of you, except for Droghar. We're still really cool. But the rest of you can go to hell. Also, Minotaur's cool too, but we really don't talk that much.
If y'all know what's good for you, you'll get all these people out and along with you with them. We can't go back to the city. We're marked. We're
Look,
done.
You might be marked, but look, they're not going to stop trying to find them. Where are these people going to go? There was no.
If you think, how on earth do you think that they found us that quickly after the goblin raid?
So what is your plan then?
They always have spies.
We were by an explosion. They found the goblins too. Look, we just have to buy us time. That's all we have to do.
But Aries, what time? These people aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to just stay here. So are we buying time for ourselves? Because I'm kind of about that still. Remember,
Droghar thinks we should go to Birdman.
Drogar's idea. We are buying time to go. Sorry, he doesn't like my angry voice.
Oh,
I'm so sad.
Aw.
I know, sweet man.
It's okay, buddy. She's not angry. I promise.
Minnich,
She's just frustrated with me.
Minnich, you're very quiet there. And I think I said your name right. Did I do that? Minnich.
Well, you did not say Mandwich, so I think you're correct.
Oh, it is Mandwich.
Any
I was
strategies?
wrong.
It is
Mandwich.
Minnich.
Minnich.
It is only a miracle of Denier
Or
that
a
I
mag-
have
or
heard
a
you
magic
say my
man.
name properly twice.
Or the magic man.
Magic man. I like that a lot. But I can't say that because I got him calling me not rabbit. Anyway, let's talk to the elf guy. Tell us, what do you're smart. Tell us, do you have a plan? Do you have thoughts on what we can do? Because obviously, we're all cross at what to do. What's your plan?
Let me think a moment. Honestly, I do believe we cannot go back. We cannot go back to the
city.
Thank you.
To the city?
to the city.
To the city.
What
But
should
we
we
can't
do? What should we do?
We can't stay here forever.
As you guys
No.
are having this conversation, you hear a kind of like banging at the door.
Oh Lord.
What door?
And
I thought
you went,
he
you went
destroyed
with Rick's.
everything.
well, you didn't destroy
I
it from
fixed
here.
it.
This is Rick's home. But Rick's kind of comes in. It's like, it sounds like you folks are kind of talking yourself around in circles.
Oh.
Just
You
a
could
bit.
hear us.
Just a bit.
You lot are very loud.
Oh, were we trying to be quiet? I didn't.
Stealth check.
It's kind of a point. He's like, if I may just be an old goblin, I'm not part of your group, but if I may offer some advice for y'all.
Yes, please.
for those that are talking about us leaving here, the problem is that Amalga is the place that you come when you don't have anywhere else. We have a lot of people here with nowhere for them to go. And from what I've heard you folks saying about the council who had hired you for this job, it sounds like they want this job done. And if you don't return, from my take on that, they would just assume the job wasn't completed and you were killed.
Droghar looks at Aero and Erellia.
Which means they would just hire more people.
Droghar looks at Aero and Erellia and says, "What type of evidence does the council ask for us to bring back to understand that this is done?"
Oh, I don't like where this is going. Nix, I have an idea, and no one's gonna like it, but we're running out of options here. The man
Do the
man
job.
that I killed.
Oh gosh, I know where this is going. You're so morbid.
Have you been drinking from that cup again?
The man that we killed.
He wants the dead body.
I know it's disrespectful. I understand, but this may be the only way to save your people and the family. What if we bring his body to the council and just say, "This is evidence. We've slaughtered them all. We brought this body as an example, or maybe like cut off his arm or something. Just something, not the whole body, a part." I know it's, like I said, I know it's super disrespectful. I'm very superstitious about this kind of stuff, but it might be the only way to show that we did what we were supposed to do.
You want to bring a dead body to the council?
Dude, I have no other. I don't know.
That makes sense for people who don't live in Union City. I live there. So when they find out that we lied, where do I gotta go? Home?
Well,
How does that make sense?
I don't know, man. That's just the option.
Did Droghar just hear a cat?
The only option.
Did Droghar just hear a cat somewhere?
I'm
Droghar
just
loves cats.
Murdering everybody.
I think
It's okay. It's just Aries.
I'm gonna
Aries just got frustration out.
I mean, like, seriously, though, we don't have a lot of options. They're not leaving. The council's not letting off. If we bring a body back or something that shows, hey, we did this, and then we'll figure it out from there. Unless you want to wage full war on the council, but us and what army?
That's an option.
We don't have the army unless
Angry
Or
elf.
do we?
Angry elf woman. What should we do? You tell us what we should do.
I already said run like hell.
they won't
where
do
to
it
run?
though. They're not going to do it.
Well, we can. Bye.
All right, Erellia wants to go. You go, but the rest of the four of you, what are we deciding to do? Because we don't have many options. Nix, what's your take on all of this? Besides that, we're a bunch of idiots. I get that.
For the body option, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh god. Where's persuasion? A 10.
Well, the prospect of you taking the body is not something that I think will go over well with the family. As I told to you before, the lizard folk are not very emotional creatures, but they are very respectful in the traditions. I can definitely speak to the family and see if they are interested in it. My take is, if you're going to go to the council, you will need some sort of proof or something. I don't know how big or small, but you might need something. In terms of, like, if they catch you lying, honestly, just as dangerous if they catch you running.
We're screwed.
Droghar does not know what to do.
Well, listen. Those are our options. And you can explain that if for some reason I will do my darndest to get the body back. Maybe we can ask the council, yes, we did this, but out of respect, out of our personal religions, if we could do the honor of burying the body and we'll somehow get it back to you. I don't know. I'm just pitching out ideas. You're catching them which way or the other.
You could put the body in the bag of holding.
I mean, I could
Yes?
technically do that.
All right,
But-
so for the body idea, I'm going to leave it up to the dice.
Uh-oh.
If I roll between 1 and 10, Rex is going to know for a fact that the family's a no-go on it.
Okay.
If I roll 11 to 20, they're all for letting you use the body.
This is so morbid.
I mean, just a little.
This is just the direction the game goes sometimes, apparently. Roll a nat 1.
No!
Hey,
Mother!
I totally understand they don't want to do that. We have to figure out some other option. Listen, I
hold
have
on.
another idea.
Droghar thinks we need to find the 7. The one who wrote the note, 2 in the hand is worth 1 in the bush.
Yes.
That one. We need to
Yes.
find whoever wrote that and question them.
Oh, see, I like the idea, Droghar. That's why I said
Because
you're the smart
they are
one.
either for us or against us.
I like it. I like it.
And then
Oh.
we go to council and see Birdman and bash his face in.
Okay, I had you up to that part, but I don't think that part's a good idea just yet. I didn't say no, I just said not right now. So we need like an army to do that if we're going to change the city. I might have an idea where we can get one, but it's across the sea. And it
Really?
might be a little bit of a travel.
Erellia, you look like you want to say something.
What? Why do I look like I want to say something?
Because
All I want to
you
say
had
is
your hand on your chin, and I think that means that you would like to say something. I could be wrong.
okay, fine. If I have to say something, we need to either kill all these fools, or we need to get out of Dodge.
We can.
And I'm down for either one.
Okay. Here's the plan. Here's the plan.
Kill them all!
Oh, here's the plan. I also thought about this as well. Minnich, you know... Oh, look at that. Is that 3 in a row? Did I do it? Oh, wow.
Bless
Okay.
my
Anyway.
soul.
Minotaur. See, I lost it. Minotaur,
And it's gone.
do you know any kind of spells or anything that can maybe, like, hide this town, like, conceal it in some kind of, like, magic thing? I don't know much about magic. I know much about stabby stab, but not much about magic. But do you know of any sort of magic to hide the town? So if somebody would come, they would be like, oh, we're just in a cave. We're not in anywheres because there's no town here. Bye-bye. Is there
I'm a-
any of that?
I am aware of mirage concealment spells. Let me see if I have any books on that.
Maybe if there's someone in the town that Nix, if there's anyone in the town that can practice magic, that way that Minnich here can teach, and maybe they can continuously cast that spell to hide you guys out until we figure out this whole thing. Options? Good.
Yeah, we don't have anyone
Crap.
magic users here on the site. If we were, you wouldn't be here. If we
Well-
had magic users, we wouldn't be here.
I don't know how long can you cast it, or I don't know. It's just I don't know how to protect you all.
I like the angry elf woman's idea of just getting out of here, making sure that they're okay, they have what they need, but getting out of here and kind of regrouping and figuring out what we want to do.
Is
I'm
that
just-
is that something that I can do, like the whole like a concealment kind of thing?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
no. If it's not on your spell list, you can't do it.
Okay.
What was what
Maybe
the
something
shop?
you can. It might be something you're possible to learn as you get into higher levels. But at the moment, I don't believe you've got anything that's even close
Okay.
to that powerful.
Listen, if we're planning on taking the council, which totally cool with, by the way, I didn't say no. I just said not right now because it's not smart. If we're going to do this, we can't do it alone. We need an army. We need backup. They're powerful. You know that, Erellia. Us five, we just can't do it. We're going to lose. But
Can we
I may have contacts across the sea that might be willing to help.
can we all agree that they need to be destroyed?
I agree.
Can we come to an agreement on that at least? The council, as it stands, needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. They have all of the people. I mean, a high elf, dwarves, dragonborn. I mean, the owner of the freaking Thieves Guild.
It's a catch-22 either way, Aurelia, because if we run, we can only run for so long.
Correct.
We should have never taken this job.
No, it was a bad idea, but we
But I
didn't
guess
know.
we didn't have much of a choice.
So, the plan would be to leave, cover our tracks, make sure no one knows how to
I
get
say
back
we go
here.
back and just
We gather.
try our chances.
We-
Say we didn't
do
find
s-
anything.
Do we say we did not find anything then?
Yeah, we didn't
Okay.
find anything.
Maybe we kill a couple bandits. We'll take some of the weapons, just
I
something.
don't
We'll
know.
say we found a couple bandits. We
I'm-
cleared them out.
I
They're
agree.
dead.
I agree with Arrow. We did not find the whole shebang should do about everyone. You know, we found a couple of bandits, but we did not find the whole shebang.
Yes, we say, hey, we got this. We hop on my ship. We just sail out to some folks that I know.
See, that's where you lost me. I don't. We do not need to sail.
I need
do
to
not
be
need
back
to
on the
sail.
water, mate. I need it. Listen, we need, if we're going to take out the council, we need an army. We need
Just FYI,
backup
I
and
can't
allies.
hear see Arrow.
Oh, can no one hear me? It's because I talk too much.
I can hear.
I can hear.
Yeah.
I can't see him or hear him.
She's choosing to block me out.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
know.
nope, I'm
Like,
done with
he
that.
disappeared.
Did you mute him on the program
Nope.
that we're using?
He just flat out disappeared.
Because everybody else can hear him and see him, except for you.
Yep. Should I
Let
just
me-
pop off and pop back on?
I could do that either or.
Yeah. Why don't you try that?
Yeah, just see if it reloads. Sorry about this, folks.
Technical issues. It's gonna happen,
To be fair, we're like 2 hours deep, and it's the first
Yeah.
major tech issue we've had,
Right?
so it's not bad.
right?
That's not bad considering.
I'm so sorry, Cross. I know this is
Good.
exactly how you anticipated this night going.
This night, like,
This is
you know,
off,
you know how you hear those stories
completely
that
off
them
the
tell
rails.
about their characters, like just totally just railroading into different stuff that and derailing the DMs.
To be fair,
This is it. I didn't expect it to be like this, but this is it, 100%.
this is the funnest time I've
See me now?
legitimately ever had playing D&D.
Can you see Arrow now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna. All right.
Then was gone.
Um,
He was like, deuces.
All right, I need to fix you because I can't see you on screen.
Oops. Yeah.
No,
give it a
you're
check.
good.
I may just need to catch up. I don't know if she's behind us or not.
Oh, yeah, that might be it.
Cross, while we're doing all this, can I
Oh.
roll to see if I remember anyone that actually can help us? Because I was kind of BSing that a little bit.
I figured you might be.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely can.
we go.
You can roll if you want. Give me a. I'm going to put it under. Give me a.
Here I am.
Give me a history check.
Oh man, I'm so bad at history checks too. A 10.
We're looking at people in your past and stuff.
A 10.
There's a possibility of people you could go and talk to, but like, chances are that anyone who you meet that would want to are going to ask for something in return. And it's probably not going to be cheap, especially if you're looking to take on Union City. Like, Union City in Andriesia is a well-known place.
What if
they're going to ask a lot of you?
What if I offer up Union City, say, hey, look, you can do it. You can take it. I'll give you part of the city.
If you want to take that option and offer that up to them,
okay.
by all means.
All right.
That's up to you to do. I will also remind you, you also know people in Union City too. All of you do.
Yeah.
This is me trying so hard to get on a boat and do seafarer stuff.
What happened?
I was trying to go sailing. I was trying to derail the whole campaign just to get on a boat. Also, as well, Arrow, I will also remind you, your boat is currently being watched.
Oh, crap.
Your boat's at the dock outside of Union City. It's been getting watched since you took the job.
Can we phone a friend?
All right. So, how about this? Before we get on my boat and we do the thing that I suggested, we go talk to Soraya. We'll explain she loves me, so, there's that. And maybe we can she can help us a little bit, maybe point us in some direction. She is what you say, phone a friend. We can do that.
Are we going back? Are we going back to the city?
Yes.
So are we going to the council to tell them that we failed the job?
No. We didn't fail the job. We just found a couple bandits. Here's some old rusty swords, and we did what we were supposed to do. And then we planned to mutiny against the city and kill them all.
Angry elf woman, you seem irritated. What's wrong?
I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the city before, because it sounds like you haven't.
I mean, I have.
But the fact that you would think that they would let you go, even if you actually couldn't find anybody, it just means that they're going to kill you.
Are you saying that they're going to kill us either way?
That's how they operate. There's no in between.
Well, look, I will take my chances with lying because I'm really good at it.
You're not.
I'm very bad at it, but I'm saying
you are.
I'm really, really good at it. And so I'm going to take my chances. If you want to come with me, good. If you don't want to, fine, do your thing. But if it's the way to help these people, I'm going to do it. Because once again, conflict of interest with myself, I don't know. I'm having the still personality thing. And I feel like I should help them because it's the right thing to do, even though I don't want to do the right thing. I want to just leave on my ship. But let's just do that.
What?
So I'm going to go with my bag of holding and present these swords. And I'm going to just say that and see what happens. If I die, then crap, my bad. I shouldn't have done that. Who's with me?
Once more,
first, before we go on, just to get Aries caught up since Aries is back now. After spending about half an hour trying to get Arrow to not just jump on his ship, basically the plan has become to, if I'm correct, to take weapons, to cover the tracks as you leave this place, take some weapons and go and present that to the council and make it look like you guys found the bandits. It was a small group. You went and found them. You went and killed them, presented to the council, and hope for the best, fully expecting that the council might A, not believe you, and B, kill you.
Which is the same thing, really.
Same thing, but it's really cool if I say it in two separate parts, so it's much cooler. If I'm right, that's kind of where we are with the plan.
Yeah.
After the
If
mass
you can call it that.
discussion of Arrow trying to go overseas to find help.
I got shot down.
Droghar still thinks we should find the people who say two in the hand is worth one in the bush.
Well, okay, I agree with that. Droghar.
Because I say
So
that.
how do we do that?
I say that because they're the ones who set up the goblins coming to Union City. They're the ones who probably.
You know what? We should do that. I'm 100% on
sent-
that.
They
On
probably
that.
Listen.
sent the food to the shanty town. You know.
If we
I
that's
don't know,
cool.
that's-
We could do that. But if we go back into that city, they are going to see us coming back in the city, and that's just going to burn us immediately. So let's present the weapons or whatever and say, hey, you know what? We found a few people that have come into the city. Here are their weapons, okay? But that's not the end of it. We have a lead on somebody else as well. That way it buys time for us. I'm for buying time. So that way they don't go, oh, you're lying. We'll just murder everybody. And they go in there.
Droghar
and
likes that idea because
Yes.
you know it gives
Buying
us a little
time.
more time. Yes.
it buys us time.
Yes.
We'll tell them, hey, we got these things. These other people
Wait,
we're investigating,
wait.
but we want to buy time, you know?
Did we just agree on something?
That's progress, mate. It's progress. And I love it.
I think I need to take a seat for a moment.
He's like, my knees. Oh, Lord.
Regardless,
Okay.
these people are effed.
Okay, so let's gather some weapons. Let's get some blood on them, make them look really dirty and like we fought and are fighting in the death.
Oh, you don't even have to do that. These weapons are so pathetic.
But you know, a little blood would not hurt. So put some blood.
Whose blood? Your blood? I'll make it your blood.
Touch me, and you will not see another day.
Oh, well, I won't see another day anyway, so.
I also have an idea.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
agree. We need to do a good con, but we got to make it the best. So, what if we present the weapons to the council, but you also had somebody alive that they could question?
Aries, no.
Death
No.
sentence, Aries. I mean, I
No.
kind
No.
of like it, though. It's a death sentence for whoever goes.
That
I'll
is
disguise
the-
myself.
That
I'm
is
smart.
not a good idea.
Aries. No one
Look,
can ask
we
you
need
to do
someone
that.
on the inside. We need to know what the council's up to. You guys also need to find out who's behind all this.
You're not
Be
going to
fine.
find what the council's up to. You think they're going to go up to you and tell their evil plan to you?
Aries,
No, they're just going to torture
who
you
are
and
we
kill
talking
you.
about as the live guinea pig? So
she's
to
talking
speak?
about herself.
Hello, I'm a
No,
master
no,
of
no,
disguise.
no. That will not happen. That is
I
not
don't-
going to happen. No.
Look, guys, I'll disguise myself, and then I'll undisguise myself, blend in.
I don't like it.
I never get it.
I don't
I'll never
like it
see
either.
coming.
I don't like it.
Or I do. I don't really care. But if you think that's going to help, I vote yay on the plan. Let's take a vote, lads. Let's
Because
start
then also
discussing.
you guys don't get killed. You
What's
have
your-
one person.
Do you have any reasonable escape plan? Can you change the shape of your body? Can you make it smaller so you can escape?
I can disguise myself whatever I want.
Like a butterfly.
No, I can't shapeshift.
Oh, well,
All right,
One's
we have been
coping.
discussing this enough.
But I can
I-
be shorter, taller, thin, fat.
So just to recap,
mm,
we are going back to Union City. We're providing them with some items that we got from the mining community. We are saying that we found a few bandits, but we need a little more time. And I do not like this idea, Aries, that you are going to provide yourself as a live prisoner. I don't like
Droghar.
this.
It's okay. We can, if something were to happen, we will do our best, and we will try to get Aries back. If there's a situation, we'll figure it out.
Arrow, you know, if there is a situation, you know that guy will rage, right?
Droghar, you're gonna have to keep it under control, mate.
I can't promise that. I cannot
Well-
promise that.
Okay.
Well, remember what I said. Channel it in the right direction.
My newt has a point. So let's take a vote. Let's stop talking about it because we've talked our ears off about it.
Agreed.
If you agree, say aye. Aye.
I.
You.
Okay. Nix, does that plan sound good to you?
I think it sounds like your best option.
Then let's go do it, mates.
The best of poop is still poop.
It is what it is.
Oh no, they're multiplying.
Uh-oh. No, good little ones.
All right, let's go.
All right, so the plan, if I'm correct, is you're going to get some of the weapons. You're heading back to Union City to go and present them to the council. Try and make it look like you've taken out the bandits, take their minds off of it. And then with that, buy yourself some more time. And with that extra time, you're going to hopefully go and speak to the meek ones, who are the ones that hired the goblins.
Oh, so we knew that?
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that changes everything. Okay.
Hey, Droghar tried to tell you. 2 in the hand worth 1 in the bush.
Exactly.
I tried to tell you.
That
No one listens to
means nothing to
Droghar
me.
because they
If
think
you
he's
said
dumb.
meek ones, then I would have known.
All right, let us go off. All right, so let's go. Let's go.
All right, so you guys,
Please
are
get
you
out of
guys
here.
heading off like, now, right
For the
away?
love of
You're
God.
heading out?
100%.
Okay.
First, can I take Droghar aside?
Absolutely.
Alright. I come marching up to Droghar and I like yank him, like by like his shirt, whatever, and I yank him to the side. Listen, you big oaf. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you've been treating me this way. Okay, out of the moment before I get into this, and my kids yell, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be acting. My kids might cry. Alright, back into it. Listen, I don't know why you stopped talking to me. I don't know why you're doing this, but you gotta listen to me. Got it? Yes, I might not know your past. And yes, I might not know the factual things of your life. What I do know is I know character. I know people. I have to read them. That is my job for a good con. So what I do know about you is that you love life. You love the plant life. And you bizarrely, as a Goliath, love animals. But that what makes you who you are. And yes, I might have used you and I might have brought you because you're strong, you're a good bit of muscle, but darn it, Droghar. You know, when I woke up from my death and I saw you holding me in my arms and that face that you made, that was loss. I've made that face too many times and I saw it on yours and I realized that I would have made it too if I lost you. So come hell or high water, and apparently water, you're stuck with me, and we're going to do this together. And if you try anything like that again by not talking to me and by pushing me out, then it's over, Droghar. You got me.
Droghar kind of raises one eyebrow, and then he kind of takes his fist and puts it on her shoulder and kind of pushes her a little bit. It's kind of like a friendly gesture. He doesn't say anything.
Okay. All right.
Can I, as we're kind of heading all that direction, can I call Erellia aside?
Yeah, you want.
Okay. Miss Erellia, I just kind of wanted to bring up something that I happened to notice when we were having the conversation with Rex.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize you had encountered so much death in your family. I was not aware of that.
Well, that's just the life of a drow in Union City. Don't let them lie to you. I know the propaganda.
You're different than most drows that I've come to know. limited as they are. Most absolutely hate me, but they hate most wood elves. But
Well, you have impressed me already, Mr. Minnich. The fact that you were able to meet one and it didn't kill you.
well, you seem to be again different from the rest. But
You're
I've
very perceptive.
I've encountered a fair amount of death in my life as well. And I want you to know I understand.
Well, thank you, Minnich. And I'm sorry that we have to have this common bond.
Well, let's make the best of it.
I guess we shall.
And only go forward from here. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
No worries. No,
Insane.
That was a really cool scene. I just wanted to let that go. That was really cool. But yeah, so you all kind of like pack up your stuff and your belongings and get ready to head out. You say your goodbyes to Rix and Teald and the people in Amalga, and start to make your way back out. Obviously, your way back out a lot more simpler than the way in. As you push through the dungeon, eventually you come to the opening of the mine and out into the sunlight. It's at this point you've been underground for about half the day so far, so it's maybe about midday or so. By the time you've had breakfast, had these conversations, talked to Rex, all the other stuff. So you're getting to like midday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that sort of time, and start to make your way up the ramps, getting back out of the mine. And get ready to head back into the Twilight Forest. As you all enter the Twilight Forest, it's super quiet as you're making your way through.
Oh, F.
I want you all to make a perception check for me.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Ooh.
5.
23.
23. Dang it.
So what do we get? Arrow got a 23. Did you say Droghar got a 5?
23? Yeah, I got a 5.
3.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 5.
5. Alright, so Arrow and Erellia notice this. The other 3 have no clue. They're aware they're outside. But Arrow and Erellia, you notice something as you're walking down the path. Like, you've been walking for a little bit of time into the forest when this kind of hits you. And you realize that you should have been attacked by now. The amount of blight that you've seen in this forest on the way in, you should have seen something by now. Some sort of movement, some sort of thing passing by, and like there's nothing. But you do notice that when you destroyed the blight on your way through originally, you remember the crumpled body, which were basically just piles of sticks because they're essentially wood creatures. And you start to, every so often along the path, start to recognize and see those. Someone has been through this forest fairly recently.
Ew.
Any blight that would have been through here have been destroyed. And you start to kind of keep making your way through. You're taking the exact same path back that you took through in the first place, and it takes you past originally where Darius's camp was. As you're starting to come up in the area where Darius's camp was, you see that the camp's no longer still there. And initially you kind of think, well, that makes sense. It was a temporary camp. He's probably cleared them out and moved on. Until you get closer. And you realize that all the sheet metal that he put up has it's not just been taken down, it's been torn down.
Uh-oh.
And you realize that the fire was still left burning. His belongings are still there and are scattered. What little belongings he had. Make me another perception check.
Shoot.
21.
19.
I got 11.
19.
9.
For Arrow and Droghar, for your roles in that, you recognize, for some of the, I think with Erellia with the kind of higher roll as well, you realize that this attack couldn't have been done by Blight. And for Arrow
I pull
and
my sword out.
I'll pull
Arrow and
mine out
Droghar,
as well.
you guys realize the weapon marks you see on the sheet metal that he'd put up and the ground are made by the weapons very similar to those carried by the Union Guard.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Bunch of freaking jerks.
So, as you continue to make your way through the forest, you just kind of get it reaffirmed to you that someone has been here very recently. There are no blight. You guys literally go through this forest without any issues. Something that's pretty much unheard of. No one goes through the Twilight Forest without any issues. So, like, any blight that are left in the forest, like, by the time you get through it, it's taking them too long to get to you. This forest has been clearly just ran over, at least the path.
While I'm looking around with my sword in my hand, I bend down to scoop some dirt out, and I pull it in my hand, and I'm looking at it and, like, under my breath, kind of talking to it.
And I don't say anything. I give him a little side eye, like, what the heck?
Droghar picks up the dirt and starts talking to it.
Okay.
But you guys come out the other end of the Twilight Forest, no issues. That starts to put you guys on edge even more than if you had like walked into a fight. Like you were expecting some sort of fight to get out the other side. This you guys were not expecting. I'm assuming you guys just continue on your path towards the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys start heading back to Union City. As you guys start making your way back towards the city, a little bit out from the main gates, kind of as you're passing by some of the farming settlements, you see a figure kind of standing with like their back against like a wall, just kind of waiting, and keeps kind of looking up and as if they're waiting and looking for someone. Erellia, you recognize this person. This is a Kenku called Howling Wind. He is a friend of yours through the Thieves Guild. He's a fellow rogue that you've known on and off. Kenku as a species can't speak. They basically mimic sounds. So you see him kind of giving out whistle just to kind of get your attention over to him, and he kind of steps forward and just kind of walks, and he walks straight towards your group as if he's just about to pass by you guys. But as he's doing that, Erellia, you see him like sticking his right hand out with something in it. And as he's passing by, he doesn't stop, he doesn't have a conversation, he doesn't do anything like that. He just passes something into your hand and just keeps walking. And what do you do?
Do I know what he passed me?
Well, not right now. You've not looked at it yet. So, do you want to look at it? Do you want to see what it is? Do you want to keep going?
I'll look at it.
You look down and you see it's a folded piece of paper. And as you open it up, you see a message from him written in Thieves' Cant, saying, "You were followed."
Oh no.
What the heck?
You were followed. The council were behind you. And already in your head, you're kind of aware that they probably sent Kalissa after you. A member of the council and the head of the Thieves Guild, another rogue. You probably know she's been on your tail most of the time.
I knew it.
So as you're heading back to the city, you know she probably... There's no hint that she went into the caves after you. Do me a favor, make an insight check.
1 down. Ooh.
Oh, Erellia has disappeared for me.
Oh, actually, she's still here for us.
Yeah, same. Oh, you disappeared.
16. Am I not there anymore?
Just for him, he's logging back in.
Oh, okay.
So
I got a 16.
You, on a 16, you're aware that it's probably 50-50 if they know about Amalga. But the chances are they found Darius by following you guys, and that was probably enough. They probably didn't follow you any further after that, because what in the heck could they find down there that's bigger than finding the last human? So you know that they probably found him because they followed you guys, but you don't know how much further they followed. I mean, as far as you're aware, nobody seen anything, heard anything, spotted anyone while you were in Amalga. There was no one sighted there as far as you're aware. But Howling Wind wanted to come and pass that message to you just to make sure you knew. Because, of course, the whole city's abuzz. Reports started to get out that the council found a human. Because trying to keep that quiet in the biggest city in the world.
I just fall to my knees. Because everything that I thought was true was true. And I'm just so mad at myself.
How far
Really,
is... No, sorry. How far is the city away from Darius's place?
From Darius's place? Oh, it's a good while.
Okay.
Because there's a good half-day journey
Okay.
to get from, like, I think we said it was about a half-day journey from the halfling couple that you know to the edge of the Twilight Forest, and then Darius's place was like near the other end of the Twilight Forest.
Okay.
So it was... Yeah, we can see you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'll put
It might have a delay.
That's okay. I'll put it back in.
Oh, okay. Would Kalissa have the ability to teleport? Would we...
To teleport, as far as you're aware, no.
Okay.
What do we do?
You guys.
Erellia, what should we do?
Raise your
The,
All right. The new plan for me. I need to dress up as someone bigger than someone you've captured. I think I need to go in as a dignitary or something. We got to get someone on the inside. Like deep inside.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think that might be our best plan. I don't know what else to do.
are we all in agreement that we need to save this guy? I mean, we're the whole reason he got kidnapped.
This Darius Droghar has saved us several times. We owe him our lives.
There's slices. One.
We've got to get him out.
What count? Oh,
All right. So, as I hate to say this, we might need to split up a bit. I can go in. Erellia, is there a dignitary that the council trusts that you've seen come in the city? Because you know everything. It might be someone that you absolutely hate, but that's okay. Is there anyone that comes
There's
into the
plenty
council?
of those. Off the top of my head.
6 plus 5 equals.
I'm sure there is, but I don't know any of their names. I just know what they look like.
What about Lady Briarwood? Do you know her?
I know, man. What did you
It sounds faintly familiar.
Some of her servants come to the fighting rings outside the city. What if I disguise myself as her? I go in, I try to get some deep information from them, while other people go and learn about the temple and these religious nuts, and then some of us go after Darius because we have to warn him.
Warn him. He's already been taken. We have
Do
to
we know?
rescue him.
Do we know he's been taken?
From the struggle, I mean.
Well, his camp was struggled, but we don't know what's happened.
Well, you don't know for certain. You've not seen him in chains or locked up or anything, but it's highly insinuated from what you've seen that it's likely to happen.
He may even be dead. We don't know.
All right, so that's even more important that I go in there. And I'll send word to you guys. But we also got to find out about these religious nuts. I'll go in, find out where he is, send word to you guys, and we'll break him out.
You don't go alone.
I'll go with her.
I'll go too.
Droghar.
We can't have that many people going.
Droghar, it might be best if you and Minnich and Erellia go investigate these religious folks, the hand in the bush and whatnot.
I grab Arrow by the chest, by the shirt, and I lift him up to eye level. And I say, if Aries gets hurt, I will murder you.
Oh, why are you so mean? I thought we were cool.
Do we
man.
understand each other?
Yes, I understand you. Dude, come on. We're friends. We gotta trust each other.
Simple one-word answer.
Yes.
He drops him.
Dude, come on now. I brush myself off. Aries, me and you will go to the council. And we'll stick with our plan, I guess, kind of. And, yeah, the rest of you.
How are y'all going to explain why are you with this dignitary? You got to come up with this
That's
plan.
where Minnich comes in. Minnich, you have 24 hours to teach this bunny some manners and property. He
Good
is going to
luck.
be my valet, my side servant.
Ooh.
So we're
Let me
disguising
drink
him as well.
Let me drink a bunch
help
of
us all.
Where's the mug? Let me drink from that. Maybe my accent will change to something
No,
more proper.
we don't know what accent comes out of your mouth. No drink. You're going to
think it's a
have
good
to
idea.
be strong and be sober.
I think it's a brilliant sober. I
Sober.
can't do that. I can't. Remember that one time I was sober like 15 hours ago? It was not good. I can't do sober.
Hey, Mommy.
All right,
I
look.
function. I'm a functioning alcoholic. I'm sorry. I'm a functioning pirate.
We have a little bit of Droghar special mix with us. I'll give you some at night.
Hey, that is mine. Do not
Droghar,
drink all of
buddy.
that.
Okay,
Do not.
can I just borrow the mug then?
No, it'll change your accent.
I
Can't
did
you
not.
put the special mix in the mug for Droghar and then, you know?
Well,
I did
if
not.
I borrow the mug, things might go off the wall.
All right, you guys, we can't just make a simple decision.
No,
Come on now. Get over your alcoholic self and get into that council.
You take the mug. You break. I break you in half.
Okay, I'll borrow it. It will be fine.
I
I'm gonna
will
protect the
break
mug.
you in half.
Yes, sir.
I
Or
paid
you could
70.
just buy him another
I
one.
paid 70 Gideon, even though I did not have to. I will break you in half.
Worst comes to worst, I'll give you like 140 squib. That's like what you bought it for plus like more if I break it. Okay,
All right.
good.
I don't think you know
Minnich?
how to add.
Teach this guy some manners, and then Arrow, we have to go to Sin City. We gotta get to that tiefling. She'll have some clothes for you.
Thanks.
That are less piratey.
Oh, where is that book on manners? Etiquette.
I would take the book and just literally throw it out.
And that is where we're going to end things for this evening.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
That is the end of session 4.
That was
Oh
awesome.
no.
Oh,
That was so much fun. Holy crap.
Well, that was certainly a ride.
That was a thing that
that
happened.
was something.
No.
I was like, someone help me out here. I don't know what to do.
no, Callum, Charles, bring it back.
Hold on.
Oh
Sorry,
shoot,
getting in
she used the
trouble.
middle name.
Yeah, he's getting a little mad. He's getting in trouble. All right, but thank you so much to everyone in chat that has hung out with us for session 4. This has been an absolute blast tonight. This went about as off the rails crazy as I kind of expected, and even more so. A lot of amazing roleplay, a lot of amazing interaction from our amazing team here. Absolutely loved it. Thank you so much to everyone who is hanging out with us, that has been here for the whole night. If you want to keep up with us, hit us up on our social media, join us on our Discord. If you are enjoying the amazing content that we're trying to put out here, especially as we're about to go into the full-time stretch starting next week, please consider checking out our Patreon to support us financially there and to get some access to exclusive content on there. Thank you to our amazing PCs who have been our amazing heroes for this evening. Special shout out as well to Spacehawk and to Marc from the Good Morning Guys for joining us. Please go and check out their Twitch channels. Go and check out the Good Morning Guys podcasts, all of that stuff. Go and check them out. They're all amazing. I absolutely love it. And thank you so much. Also as well, thank you so much for that. Go and... Sorry, got issues going on over here. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I'm professional. I'm a professional person. Tech issues. Go, I love it. But thank you so much to everyone who has supported us for this, who's hanging out with us, that's being here for this. Please go and check out our YouTube channel for Let the Good Times Roll as well, to keep up to date with all the stuff that's all recorded over there. Help us hit up to 100 subs there. That's our goal at the moment. I think that's pretty much everything that I've hit. That is us for this evening. We will be back on... Jaye will be back on Wednesday night for our next playthrough. But thank you all. And unless there's anything else I'm forgetting, is that everything, Nitro?
No, I think that's it, man. I've been posting links as you've been talking, so we're good to go.
Awesome. All right, but you all have an absolutely amazing evening. Take care, and remember, it is a good week to be a geek. And we'll see you all next week for session 5 of Chronicles of Andriesia.
See you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Sit on the edge.